I will call the meeting to order. If everyone could please rise for the salute to the flag. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Denise, if we can make a note, we held an executive session prior to this evening's meeting for legal matters. And next, we can opening comments. Commissioner Evans, do we have any opening comments for this evening?
Thank you. Welcome. Glad you could join us this evening. Our meetings are neutral ground, a place to hear and be heard. Just a reminder, your questions or statements regarding agenda items only will be entertained under citizens to be heard. All other matters will be recognized at the end of the meeting during public comment. Well, last Friday, the groundhog gave us the thumbs up for spring, but I've never trusted that groundhog. But we had a nice week this week. So hopefully we don't have to go out and do any more plowing. Residents in the vicinity of Lloyd Park awoke to the sound of jackhammers this week as Aqua kicked off phase 2 of their $1,930,000 project to improve infrastructure in Chester County. Phase 2 covers Lloyd Avenue between Deer Drive and just west of Stonebridge Lane. Work crews have been doing a good job with directing intermittent single-lane traffic. The backups have been about what we experienced before the traffic light at Gardner's Bridge. So let's do them a solid and follow the slow down signs. Those workers are right up to the center of the road, and by not slowing down in a work area, some make their jobs more dangerous than they need to be. At our last Board of Commissioners meeting, we approved the plans for Farmhouse Coffee to move forward and start the momentum to change the vibe of Lincoln Highway. It's like dominoes, folks. One great thing leads to the next. We're thrilled they chose Callan to trust with their future. Jane will have much more on Parks and Rec later in the meeting. I just wanted to say that Monday evening I was at Parks and Rec to pitch a potential 2024 historic event for Spackman Davis Farm. And I was once again reminded of what a great group they are.
They are.
Yes, they are. 2023 will be a hard act to follow, but from what I heard, 2024 will be even better. Of course, more fun requires more work, and more work requires more workers. They could really use some more residents coming to their meetings and signing up to help. Why don't you consider it? Even if all you're able to do right now is share their events on your social media community, that's a great way to start. And our first zoning update workshop of 2024 will be next Thursday, February 15th at 6:30 p.m., both in person and via Zoom. We're very excited to get this process over the goal line. Speaking of goal lines, did you know on Super Bowl Sunday, DUI rates are 22% higher and 46% of traffic deaths are alcohol related? All too often, it's the innocent who fall victim to drunk drivers. This Sunday, please don't drive if you've been drinking. There's plenty of ride shares available to get everyone across the goal line safely. Finally, last Friday evening, we had the honor of attending the Count Township Police Awards dinner at the Thorndale Inn. The evening was everything it could have been: fun, celebratory, and moving. I'm sure my colleagues all agree that we were in awe of the bravery and selflessness exhibited by the recipients. As the chief told their stories of valor, sacrifice, and honor beyond my imagination, I had to catch my breath. It's one thing to know something, it's another to feel it. And that night I felt how very special each and every one of our officers are. Please, next chance you have, take a moment to thank one of them, even if it's when they're writing you a ticket, for they truly are Callan's finest. Remember, when we all work together, there's nothing we can't do. Spread kindness, everyone. Anger, grudges, and resentments are not worth our time or energy. Compassion, empathy, peace, and love, these are what make the world go round.
Thank you, Commissioner Evans.
You.
All right, next on the agenda, citizens by request. Do we have any here in the township building for agenda items? No? Any in Zoom? And at this time, we can move on to the engineering. First item. Who would be speaking on this?
Is somebody from
Russ is.
No,
No,
Ro-
Ross
Ross
would
is
be-
Gilmore.
Oh, yeah, Carl Schmidt's on there, I'm sorry.
Carl?
yeah.
We have a payment request. Carl, nice picture. Welcome.
Hey, Carl.
Hi, good evening, everybody. Good evening, commissioners and township staff. So we have one item on the agenda, and it is related to a project that was just recently completed. It's the embankment repairs near Geo Carlson Bridge. This was done by the company Krylon. They have one pay app. This is their first and final. This pay application is for the amount of $376,173.16. This was around $5,500 less than their bid. They reduced the scope and township saved some money. So with that, that's the motion for the pay application.
All right. Thank you, Carl. Commissioners, any questions on this?
How much less was it?
It was 586,000 less than they bid.
Thank you.
It was $5,586, not thousand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Correct, yes.
Sounds better your way, Carl, but, and that's just the fact, if I recall, they just didn't use 44 concrete blocks. They just didn't need to install
That-
those.
That's correct. The reinforcement blocks on the, basically it's a berm between the golf course and the creek was a smaller area, so the savings was in that.
Okay. And I stand corrected. It's 125 blocks that they didn't use at roughly $44 each. That's where the $5,500 savings is. Sound good, Josh?
Yep. I just wanted to clarify because it sounded like 500,000 at first.
I wish I could have delivered that, yes, but 5,500, thank you.
All right, no questions here in the township building. Any in Zoom? All right, entertain a motion to approve.
Second.
Moved by Commissioner Evans, second by Commissioner Kennedy. All in favor, say aye.
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 Motion's good, 5-0.
Thank you. Nice to see everybody, and good evening.
Thank you, Carl.
Thank you, Carl.
Thank
Bye
you.
Good
now.
to see you again.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Next, we have Gilmore and Associates. We have Ross. He will be rejoining. Welcome, Ross.
Aye.
Good evening. How are you doing?
Good. How are you? Good to see you.
Doing well, thanks. Yes. So for the Reed Street project tonight, we just have a quick item here, and that is that just based on when the contract and the notice to proceed happened and the number of days that were included in the contract times, the final completion was in the middle of the winter here. So that doesn't allow for the paving to occur, which is the last of the big items to be done. So the purpose of this change order is purely just to extend the contract times to get us into the spring so that we can pave when there's appropriate weather for paving. There's no change to the contract price from this change order.
Pretty easy. Commissioners, any questions on this?
No.
No.
No comments from commissioners. Any from the residents here in the township building? None at this time. Any in Zoom? I'm going to say no. Okay, thank you.
No.
All right, Ross. I'll entertain a motion to approve the change order to extend 90 days
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Commissioner Evans, second by Commissioner Tindaro. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion's good, 5-0. Hey, Ross, a little bird told me you got a promotion? Yes, hey, I'm pretty impressed.
Yeah, I guess you heard that from Scott. So,
Yeah, Scott was talking about you today, but congratulations.
thank you. Yes.
Is that from your last meeting here? Because your boss was here and he got a chance to see you in action.
Maybe. Yeah, Roman is one of the vice presidents of the company, so maybe he gave a good report to everybody.
There you go.
They're
Well,
not going to take you away from us now, are they?
No, nope.
No, he's assigned to count.
Okay, good,
Yeah.
good, good.
That is true.
Congratulations, Ross.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
All right.
Yep. Have a great evening.
You too. Take care. All right. Next on the agenda, we have Township Manager.
Good evening.
Good evening, Don.
Short this evening. I know at the last meeting we discussed kicking off the zoning ordinance update meetings. At that time, the board thankfully authorized the advertisement of these meeting dates. We were able to confirm the third Thursday of each month will be the zoning ordinance updates. We're meeting with the county and members of the community, including the board, to really take a hard look and work through this process, which is going to be very exciting. The meetings will be held here in person in Callan Township, the conference building, the room, also on Zoom. So that'll be at 6:30 every third Thursday here in the office.
Be there or be square, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Right.
Yes.
All right. Well, that's easy. Entertain a motion to approve the zoning ordinance update project meetings, so explained by our credible leader.
So moved.
Second.
So moved. And second? Moved by Commissioner Evans, second by Commissioner Kennedy. All in favor? Say aye.
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 Motion's good, 5-0.
Thank you.
Thank you, Don. Next, the minutes to approve, January 11th. And I did take a look at this, and I'll just ask the board if we could just put this off one more time, because it's not a final, at least what I have here is not what needed to be finished off. There's still one sentence that just isn't complete. So if we could just get that done for next meeting. And for next meeting, we would have 3 sets of minutes to approve. Okay. So if everybody's okay with that.
Table.
Okay. Do I need to make a motion to table it?
Yeah.
Okay. Entertain a motion to table?
So moved.
So moved.
Second.
Moved in second. All in favor? Say aye.
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 Minutes have been tabled. Planning Commission minutes. Commissioners, any questions on that? If not, entertain a motion to accept. This is for the November 21st meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Commissioner Young, second by Commissioner Evans. All in favor? Say aye.
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 Minutes have been approved. Finance Department, check approval. Commissioners, any questions on the check run?
No.
Lisa, any explanation we need for anything? This is your time to shine.
Everything looks
Well
good.
done.
I was gonna ask what the golf course medical supplies are, because when you're playing golf, who gets hurt?
First aid kit gotta be.
Yeah. Who gets?
Yeah.
Oh, he told me he wasn't ever near.
I was speaking to a resident at a county board that I sit on, and they were, I didn't know they realized they lived here, right by the golf course fairways, and she said that they have a lot of balls coming their way. So maybe it's for the residents
Oh,
who are getting hit by the shots.
medical supplies. All right. Well, if there's no other questions about the check run, commissioners, entertain a motion to approve.
Move.
Second.
Moved by Commissioner Kennedy, second by Commissioner Tindaro. All in favor, say aye.
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 Motion's good, 5-0. Oh, we are moving right along, aren't we?
Don't jinx it. Don't
Yeah,
jinx it.
Keep it going, keep it going. All right. All right, this is, all right, let's move on to the board liaisons, and we will start off with Park and Rec.
Hello, everyone. In my absence that night, I understand that it was a very productive meeting. I did have a chance to speak with Abby and share some of my interests and concerns for going forward with 2024, and we have an active agenda, which is great because it keeps everybody involved, and we're looking to add new families on. So if you're out there, we need you to come on board. We do a lot of great things, and the more people that participate, it just makes it even greater. And as Commissioner Evans said, if you can't do anything else, spread the word. You know, get these activities out there. We put a lot of energy and enthusiasm into making sure that they're well attended. So we do need your help that way. We will be beginning our activities with an agenda for the Easter holiday, which is always exciting for the little children to come out and have festivities with the Easter Bunny. We will also be starting a cleanup agenda. This year to be pretty unique. We should just do an annual cleanup day in the township, but this year we'll be having projects ongoing throughout the year because we do need to keep the township, you know, as nice as we can, keep trash and debris out of the streams and embankments. So there's a lot of need to have participation with that. We do have some local groups, and Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, and we need you as well to come out, participate. There'll be a rewards program for those that will be participating in our events. I'm happy to say that we're getting ready for the summer series. That's always fun with movie events, planning a Spackman picnic event in June of this year. I believe that's what we're looking to do. Community Day will be held in September. Also, another metal seating project is coming on. We'll be getting ready for our Halloween. All these things seem like they're in the far distance, but they'll be coming up so fast. And I'm really happy to see that we'll be bringing our bus trips back this year. So we'll mark our calendars and try to see if we can get some trips on, get rolling again. I know there's one scheduled for December 14th to New York, and we'll see how our residents would like to proceed with that as well. I know that was a lot of good days for our seniors to get out and spend a day away enjoying one another. Outside of that's a lot. So again, we need your help. If you're not a part of Parks and Rec, come join it. We need your hands. We need your help. In regards to COG, which is coming up next, we had our first annual meeting, and I was glad to have our township manager come away from his busy schedule after a whole day here at the township to join us. And he was well received, like always. And he had the opportunity to share and meet everyone there at the COG meeting. I think he really liked it there. It's a great group. It's under new management. We're everybody's reorganizing so that we can give the best that we can give, you know, to our surrounding municipalities. We also talked about, again, the Animal Control Center, which they're not giving up on. I mean, they're really moving forward. They're even asking for volunteers to be a part of the Animal Control Center because there are just some gaps in the contracts that all the municipalities are having with the SPCA. And they want to sit around the table and discuss, you know, what is costing each municipality. How can we better serve one another by developing and designing our own animal control center where there's gaps in our contracts. Also looking to do more professional development presentations this year through COG. Some of the areas of interest that were around the table were having presenters come in giving lectures on topics of interest like municipal watersheds, you know, these new park development plans and grants to make parks more inclusive. You know, we have children that have special needs, and if they came out to our park, and I know that's something we're looking to do, is to get grants to even have our engineer design a more modern, inclusive playground for children of all needs. So that's big, and some are environmental concerns. So they look like they have a full agenda, and hopefully we'll be able to get some of these things really moving this year. There's a lot of talk around the table, but we need action. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Kennedy. Next is Municipal Authority. I don't know if I can be as exciting as you, but I'll sure give it a try. First thing, Gilmore, our engineering firm, is finalizing the contract documents submitted by Sewer Specialty Service Company for the 2024 grouting project. We also accepted dedication of the off-site sanitary sewer gravity system that was installed as part of Phase 1 of the Willows at Valley Run apartment project. And on December 19th, 2023, we were notified that our COVID-19 ARPA, Pennsylvania Small Water and Sewer Program grant application for the Granger Lane and Cal Meeting House Sewer Extension Project was approved in the amount of $498,958. This represents about 85% of the total cost for this project. And we definitely would like to thank our state senator, Katie Muth, and our House Representatives, Dan Williams and Daniel Friel Otten, on their help in securing this much needed funding. Yeah. As far as DARA, no real update. I believe in January they just had the reorg meeting, so there's no update on that. Fire Board, we are still going back and forth trying to set up our next meeting for February, I'm sorry. So that'll lead us to Historical Commission. Well, was I too quick?
That was quick.
Yeah.
The Historical Commission met on Wednesday, January 17th. We had a quorum with all 10 members present. We reviewed the January 11th Board of Commissioners discussion of Spackman Davis Farm. Those in person, there were 8 in person, I believe, and 2 on Zoom. The ones in person answered a written poll on how they'd like to prioritize our recommendations for improvements at the farm. The 2 members who were remote did not have the questions in hand. They do now, and the results will be revealed at our next meeting and reviewed. We also set the 2024 guide schedule for the 6 Sundays we host tours at the old schoolhouse and discuss the possibility of adding Spackman Davis Farm to 1 or 2 of those dates, depending on Board of Commissioner approval and farm conditions later in the year. We discussed a proposed historic picnic at Spackman Davis Farm this summer, also contingent on board approval and whatnot. We're ready to come in and pitch that here. More to come on that. We also heard from all of our subcommittees. Just want you to know, for a limited time only, there's a couple of openings on the Historical Commission. So you can beat the rush. Reach out to Denise or anyone you know in the Historical Commission or any one of us on the board to learn how you can become a member. Other than the Sewer Commission, this team may be the most exciting and active group in the township. We get a lot done and we have a ton of fun. So come on along and join us. Our February meeting will be Wednesday, the 21st at 7 p.m. You can join us right here live or from home via Zoom. 2023 was a game changer. 2024 should be even more so. And also, again, please consider joining Parks and Rec. Without them, our historic events would not be possible.
Thank you. Next, Lincoln Highway. Commissioner Young.
So unfortunately, we were unable to meet yesterday due to me being under the weather. We are scheduling, Mark and I are working on a scheduled follow-up date, but we are going to get the band back together for the next meeting, which should be at the beginning of March. So we're going to work on a mission statement to present to the group, as well as some old and new members, and try to get this thing back to life. So Mark and I are working out a detail when we can get together for a small meeting to prepare for the meeting in February. Or I'm sorry, March.
Thank you, Josh.
Thanks, Josh. Looking forward to that. And last but not least, Ingleside Golf Course.
Hi. We have progress going on at the golf course. Hole 10 was replaced by fence and posts. New carts are in and in great shape. The driving range, they've talked about possibly putting up a canopy with stalls, heated spaces. They're also working with the students from Westchester University to build a team. 18,000 students are in the group. Updates of the golf course. Michael Robinson worked here for 11 years. He passed away. We're sorry. Okay. Main goals for 2024, making money, prioritize spending, sell golf equipment and more items. Clothing, we have a nice selection of items available.
Oh.
We have a sample of one of the
Love it.
jackets. Turn around.
Reversal.
No.
A lot of nice hats and more to come. And they'll be coming in March and April. Open discussion, the only way is up. Horse concerns. We've had some trees, some of them need to come down, some of them need to be trimmed. Some have already fallen. The big thing that we're looking forward to is the free advertising. I'm hoping this will go a long way. Electronic board on Business 30 bypass. We get 30 free days a year. They're working on putting together the selling points of our golf course. We need photos and information. Possibly more days we'll get during the year. They're working on ads right now. So this is going to be exciting. Long overdue. I'm excited. Can't wait till all the new clothes come in. Thank you.
Thank you, Lorraine. All right, next we have additional business. Planning Commission appointment for Mr. Parr. I know we did the interview prior to last meeting. Commissioners, any questions on this appointment? All we have to say is Tom Parr has been part of this township for quite some time now. He's done an outstanding job on the Historical Commission. His volunteering over at the Park and Rec is amazing, and we couldn't do a lot of this stuff without you, Tom. So we are more than happy to offer this Planning Commission spot to you. So,
So moved.
okay, so
Second.
moved by Commissioner Evans, second by Commissioner Tindaro. All in favor, say aye.
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 Motion's good, 5-0.
Yay.
Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you for your interest in this township. That's what we need.
And if you don't volunteer to help out with anything, Tom's gonna be knocking on your door.
Is that part of the job description too?
It is, yep.
Once you're elected or
Yeah,
appointed,
appointed.
You need to find 5 more volunteers
Yes.
Right,
for any board.
okay.
All right, next we have public comment. Any public comment at this time? Tony? Because you're our public comment guy. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, any in Zoom world? All right.
Wow.
Yeah, if there's no public comment, we can just move on to adjournment.
So moved.
So moved.
So moved and second and third. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Meeting
Aye.
adjourned. Thank you very much, everyone.
You.
Have a good night.